Welcome to this edition of the Neves Library Tutorial. This is part one of a beginning series that we're going to show all of our library patrons how to use the different accessibility features for Windows 7. These videos will always be free and available on our website. You do not need a library card to access them. Simply click on the link and you'll have the tutorial. In this first tutorial, we're going to talk about using the on-screen keyboard. So after viewing this tutorial, you should be able to go to the Start menu, access the Ease of Access features, find the on-screen keyboard, work the options to fit your needs, and be able to type on screen without using the keyboard. This is especially helpful for those with carpal tunnel or other wrist problems who may not have the full function of their hands and want to type without having to use the keyboard on the device. We will begin today by going to the Start button, which is in the lower left-hand corner. It looks like a globe. Open the Windows menu, then go to All Programs. Once we get to All Programs, the top folder is Accessories. We're going to click there. And the top folder we're looking for is Ease of Access. From here, there are two ways to access the on-screen keyboard. We could go to the Ease of Access Center. We will have options to play around with the on-screen keyboard as well as other accessibility features. Or simply click on On-Screen Keyboard. Once we click there, we see this keyboard shows up on the screen, and this is movable. Click and drag to move it where you'd like. I'm going to open Microsoft Word. Now, all we simply need to do is start typing by clicking the letters we wish to type, like so. For some patrons, though, simply clicking may not be a valid option. You do have options to hover over the keys instead of click. To access these features, we will click on Options in the lower right-hand corner of the on-screen keyboard. And instead of click on Keys, we can select Hover over Keys. You can select the hover duration. Right now it is set for 1 second. Then click OK. Now instead of clicking, we simply hover over the letter, and as you can see, we had no reason to click the keys. Simply hover over them. Now for most of us, 1 second might be a little long. You can decrease that time. I'm going to go back to Options, select 3/4 of a second, and click OK. Now the keys will go a little faster. It's that simple. Again, to access this feature, you will click on the Start button on the bottom left of your screen. Click on All Programs, Accessories, Ease of Access, and then click on On-Screen Keyboard. Because I've changed the settings to hover over the last time we were in here, they keep those settings. If I want to change that, I would again go to Options and change to click on Keys. I can also change to hover over keys or scan through keys. Again, you can change the duration, how long you have to hover over the keys in order to get the button you wish to press. It is that simple. You should now be able to access the on-screen keyboard on Windows 7 through the accessibility features. Again, this is part one in an upcoming series on all the accessibility features available on Windows 7, and they will always be free and available to the public on our website. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.